Hey everyone, it's Fun Around, and my name is Jordan. This video will be for Monday's slate of games. We have just two games. I was like, two games? Is this WNBA? But you may have noticed I took the weekend off. I put a post out in the Discord basically saying we're down to the last week. The past month has been bad with injuries, top teams sitting players, tanking teams sitting their best players, and it's been kind of wild. But over the past 2 years that I've done this, it's usually the last 2 weeks that starts to happen, but it happened a little bit earlier. But this final week is going to be really bad. Teams are already locking up their playoff spots. Some are trying to get home court advantage, but mostly a lot of teams are either going to just try to lose, and they're not trying to lose. The players are not trying to lose. When I say that, when tanking, they sit guys. The players who are going out there are actually surprising. You see some tanking teams go out there and they're actually competitive. That's because you're taking guys who are trying to play for a contract and you're throwing them out there due to their skill level, and they should lose. But they go out there and they play as hard as they can. They're still great basketball players, and they put up a fight for a while. So you see that every once in a while. So it's kind of difficult to predict complete blowouts. Some of them are going into the fourth quarter, and you are getting overs for the winning team and the losing team. So it's pretty difficult to predict. I know I'm going on and on right now, but we just have two games to look at, and I will get into it. But before I get into that, we are almost at 50,000 subscribers. The countdown is real. It's like super close, and when that happens, this Squirtle right here will evolve into its second form. I know that's just a nerdy thing of me, but that Squirtle is holding on to a heart that we got from the hospital when we lost our daughter, and that is one of the main reasons why I started this channel. Never thought I would get up here to 50,000 subscribers, but started this channel because of a loss. It wasn't this loss in particular. It was another loss of a child, and needed to get away and do what I love. So I just started giving out picks based off of analytics, and I love it and I enjoy it, and it was my escape. And then it happened again here, and this was my escape. Now we have our little boy Luka that we can hold and all that. And I know I'm just going on. Someone's like, get to your picks. My picks will be in the pinned comment. I'm going to just walk through these two games. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been along for the ride, the people who've been here since, 1,000 subscribers, 5,000 subscribers, and it just keeps growing. And it's crazy that a guy who's just trying to get away has almost 50,000 subscribers now. That's crazy. And if one day I'm here talking to you about 100,000, I don't know. But I'm going to break down these two games, and then I will give my plays in the pinned comment. Probably going to take it very light. I think you should take it very light for this next week, and then gear up for these playing games, because the playing games, these guys are going to go hard. Rotations are going to shorten up, and it's going to be some good basketball, hopefully. So this first game is the Kings at the Pistons. Pistons are 6.5-point favorites. The Kings are on a back-to-back. They just beat the Cavaliers, and they're kind of stuck in the bad playing game. Basically just playing to get home court advantage in the bad playing game. And then Detroit, they're in the 6th seed. They have it locked up pretty much. And the best they can do is that they can jump up to the 5 seed. I'm not sure how much they care about that rather than getting healthy. I know Cade Cunningham came back off injury last game. He did not play full minutes. It looks like a minutes restriction. But injury-wise here, the Kings did not have Keegan Murray on Sunday. We will see if he plays. They're going to have a whole updated injury report. But a cool stat that I found is the Kings have lost 7 straight games on back-to-backs, and they are 0-7 against the spread on back-to-backs in that stretch. So not good for the Kings here. Injury-wise for the Pistons, Jalen Durant and Tobias Harris are questionable. They did not play in the last game. So the matchup I do want to point out is going to be Domantas Sabonis, and I don't have the matchup like isn't great for rebounds, but if Jalen Duren is out and Tobias Harris are out, the last game that they played with those two out, Zach Edey had 21 rebounds, and then Jaren Jackson Jr. had 11 rebounds. And no hate to Triple J, but he's not like the best rebounding big in the world. So getting double digits for him is huge. And even with Zach Edey there getting 21 rebounds, that's huge. So you throw Domantas Sabonis out there, who's one of the best rebounders in the league. He should be able to rack up a bunch of them. And then as far as the Pistons go, like I said, I'm worried about Cade Cunningham's minutes. And if Jalen Duren is out, Isaiah Stewart would have a good matchup at the center position. He did score well last game. You'll just have to keep an eye out on Isaiah Stewart. I don't like betting on him because he could, try to fight someone and then he's out of the game. If you guys could, please like the video, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we see that 50K before the end of the day. That would be absolutely amazing. And I'm saying absolutely amazing now because I've listened to so many of Mark's Scoreboard Don't Lie baseball videos. This is absolutely amazing. And if you guys could just leave a comment, and that'll help get this video out there for more people to see. You could just put the number 1, and that helps. I'm not going to hit you guys with a promo because it's such a short video. And the next game is the 76ers at the Heat. Miami has kind of an outside shot to get into the good playing game. They would really need the win, and some teams in the good playing game would need to lose. Sixers are tanking. I'm going to just put up the injury report for the Sixers right here. You'll see a lot of guys like Kelly Oubre are out, Andre Drummond are out. A guy who's kind of been a fixture on the tanking roster is Justin Edwards. You see he's questionable right there. So the Sixers are really going to put out a squad that isn't that great. And then for the Heat, I was surprised. There's some big injuries there. So you'll see Tyler Hero is questionable. Andrew Wiggins is questionable. Highsmith and Alec Burks are both questionable. So a guy I want to point out who's been playing well as of late, and I took his prop not too long ago. It was about like 15 and a half for points plus assist, and he's been hitting it very consistently. Obviously, it'll go up if Tyler Hero is out, who's been the point guard, but I like Davion Mitchell. I've loved this guy since he came out of Baylor. I like the way he plays, just really tough, gritty point guard. And he just hasn't really found his team yet. And hopefully he finds a good spot here in Miami. He kind of fits in with that culture. But he's been scoring well and passing the ball well. So the Sixers give up the 5th most points to the point guard position and the 11th most assists. Over his past 10 games, he's averaging 12.5 points and 6 assists. So we're looking at an 18.5 points plus assists there. We'll just have to keep an eye out on Hero, Wiggins, injuries, but he's been playing like 35 to 40 minutes a game. So if you'd like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. That Discord is free. The no VIP, premium, or anything like that. A lot of people just discussing their lines, the plays that they like, and that's for all sports. Korean baseball, if you love Korean baseball. I don't know if that's going on right now or not. You could talk about it though if you really wanted to. And I will do my best throughout the week to kind of, I may not do like full slate breakdowns, but I'll try to pick out the games that I think are going to be competitive in my post on Discord. I said be very selective of the games you approach. Like we had the Nuggets and the Warriors, which both teams have something to play for, and the stars shine in those type of games. So Jokic went off and Steph Curry went off. And just the day before that, we had the Warriors and the Lakers, and both teams had something to play for. Curry went off and LeBron went off. I believe I took Curry for like 30 plus points. That was like plus 225 in that cash. So we're going to have to be really selective, and I'm going to try to do my best to pick out those games for you and fade the tanking games. But like I said, with the tanking teams, some of these guys, if you really want to dig into those rosters, you can find guys who are rookies or guys coming up from the G League or guys who just kind of been in the league for a while, haven't had an opportunity. They're going to play as hard as they can, and they may be doing well. If you don't want to do that type of digging, you just want to bet on the stars, definitely stick to the games where they have to play for something. And that means looking up the NBA standings, understanding what they're playing for. Do they want home court advantage, or are they already locked into a spot and they just want to rest their guys and get into the playoffs comfortably? Because like the Thunder right now, the teams that they're playing, they just got blown out by the Lakers. So it seems like they're just like, okay, we're not going to go hard because we don't want to injure anyone. If you want to go hard because you need to, go for it. But we're just going to kind of go through the motions, and that's something difficult to bet on when, you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's points line's coming out at, 32.5 points. So I know it's a lot of information for just a 2-game slate, but it's just something I want to point out, and I'm going to kind of stress whenever I make a video for this next week. I would just say take it lightly and prepare for the playoffs. So I'm going to get this one edited and get it out to you. God bless you all. It's final round. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.